Well, surprise, Sally at the sink. Actually, what I want to do, and I can't go through everything, but I love being trained by different makeup artists. So for 35 years, I've gone to, I can remember the first guy, I forgot his name now. Anyway, Robert Jones is one. This other gal, I love her. I love them all. You also need to learn to use what's best for you, your skin, your eye shape, your face shape, what makes it easier if that's what you need. Sometimes there's some days I just want to go out and do it really fast, but some days I want to see about getting that flawless look. So I'm just going to give you a couple of tips I just learned recently, and some of it I knew, and I try to teach it, but first, what I need you to do, and this is really important, we are finishing a big goal, but starting another huge one into the new Mary Kay year. And I could use your help. If you are my customer or a potential customer of mine, if you decide you would like to share me with some of your friends virtually, I've got a special deal for you. Okay. So just put in the chat, um, yes. I want the deal. Or, yeah, just say deal, just DEAL. Don't say everything else. Just put the word deal. Okay. So, what I am going to share with you, just some little tips. But one thing I always teach, because I learned this from Robert Jones, and that is to do your eyes before you do your foundation. Close my door. Someone's coming in. Because your eyeshadow could filter down and create icky stuff, right? And if you have foundation on, you're trying to clean it off, and then you got a big mess. So we don't want to do that. But what you do want to do is do your forehead first, okay? And I'm going to actually use a sponge today, just for the forehead. Normally, I don't. I use a brush that we have, but for the forehead, I am. And I'm just going to pat it. And the reason I'm doing the forehead and around the outside is because I am going to do my brows. And if I go do brows, because I've done this, happened to me before, I do my brows and then I put my foundation and it gets into my brows and then I have to redo the brows and then it becomes another mess. And we don't want it. Now, what I like about a sponge is that you can put on layer after layer after layer and tap, tap, tap. Okay. So that's all I did so far. We will do the rest. He recommends, and we have an incredible eye primer, okay? And the eye primer keeps it from creasing, and especially if you have oily eyelids. It also makes the eyeshadow, I think, more vibrant, but you can also use our concealer because our eyelids are different shades, right? They're all different colors. Some are dark. And so I'm actually going to roll a little bit on my finger. And if you got questions, let me know. Our concealers, unless they've changed, are $16. And if they have changed, you just got a deal. I don't think they have. You can also use, hold on, I need to get my brushes. There is a special flat brush that you can use to apply your concealer or our liquid eyeliner. I'm using my finger, which I got a little bit too much. But can you see how that evens the eyelid out? Okay. So that we have something to work with. And you can also, and we're not going to go into all the lips and all that stuff, but you can take a little concealer and outline and put it all around the lips. So we don't actually have a lip line, and you can make your lips. So if you have thin, you can make them fuller. You can make them the shape you want. And that, I love that. Okay. So next, finding all my brushes when I'm at my sink is kind of hard sometimes. If you do not have a brush holder, let me just show you this, and you would like one, tell me, and we're going to show you how to get it. Okay? So it holds lots of brushes. I love it. I probably should have two because you need more than one set of brushes. I'm just saying, you do need to clean your brushes every so often, but that isn't what we're about today. I am taking espresso eyeshadow. I will say that the trend is to be you might use a lot of eye color and brow liners and stuff, but more natural. Okay. So he recommended that you maybe start with a light, like a dark blonde brow liner, like on me, and then maybe a brunette softly in, or espresso eyeshadow. And I use this brush, okay, and I feather it in, and I always start at the um, peak of the brow. Now, because of my eye shape, you're going to see that I'm going to go a little higher than normal. So I don't know if you can see me do this, but anyway, get my hair out of the way. So you can tell I am making a little dark right now because I want you to see I'm going in the right above the brow a little bit because I have hooded eyes and I want to create more space. Okay, so because I placed it in the middle, that's where the darkest. If I started here, then it's going to be really dark and make me look very mean. Mean. You don't like that. So we're going to go like that. Okay, just feather. Now, if you're using the brow, our beautiful, and he does recommend the brow liners. I'm going to brush some of the excess off. Okay. Can you tell a difference in the eye already? But anyway, the brow liners are retractable. They're wonderful. And I'm not doing the whole look today, but we will do that. If one of you lives around me and would love to be a face model for me, I would love for you to come over, and I have a special makeup chair, and we'll actually do this whole look that he taught. I'm just doing parts of it today because I really want you to learn about the foundation. So I'm going to start, like I said, at the peak of the brow. I'm going a little bit above for me, and then I come to the forward towards the inner corner. Okay, light, feathery strokes. Now remember, these guys are sisters. They're not twins. So they don't have to be exact, right? And if we're going to go more natural, and if that's the trend, I could probably start with hazelnut. If I'm going to do just eyeshadow first, I could fill in with hazelnut and then maybe add a little bit of espresso on top because I'm kind of used to this, right? Okay. Then we go to eyes. Now, I'm not going to do a whole lot today because I want to get to the foundation. The foundation comes on after, but I am going to take our blending, that's not blending, our all over eye brush, okay? And I am going to use Cashmere Haze. It is a matte, light gray, and it's going on top of this concealer, okay? On my eye, I'm just going all the way up. Now, I'm not teaching the trend today, so come back so we can, here goes everything. Sally at the sink. Sally at the sink. Okay, that's it. So when you come back or when you hold your own adventure with me or your consultant, you might want to learn what the trend is for the eye look. And it's like 4 or 5 eyeshadows, but you'd never know it. And it's very neutral and natural. Okay. I'm just going to take one more shade, and it's going to be a little bit darker than our Cashmere Haze. And I'm going to start at the lash line on the outer half of the eye and blend up above my crease. Why? Ask me why. Because I have hooded eyes. Outside corner. If you're going to use a lot of, like a lot of shadows, you're going to want to always layer and always start by the lash line, creating more depth, and it also will build up and create a beautiful smoky eye, but doesn't need to be dramatic. Okay, this is our new blending brush, not new, but kind of, and I love it because it really does do what we want it to do, which is blend them, right? So even if you make a big mess, you just blend, and there you go. I might take a little bit and take our tapered, I don't know if you can see it, our tapered brush, and I'm going to do a little blossom on the outside corner, right under the brow. Now, depending on your eye shape, it may go the whole way. We're not talking that today. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit on the inner corner and a little bit on the inner corner. And then we're going to take, okay, so I am used to certain things, right? Aren't we all? We have our little things. I'm used to using an eye pencil underneath and a liquid eyeliner on top. Like I said, we're not doing his natural look. But if we were, we wouldn't do all that. We would just take a nice slanted brush, take some eyeshadow. You could use it and put it underneath. You want to also put it into the lashes, not in the wet part of your eye, but right inside, in between every lash. He also layers your mascara. So before you do, like now that I've got this on, I would do mascara, and then I would do my liners, then I would do more mascara, and then maybe another shadow. We're not doing that today. I just want to get to the foundation. So I am going to take my liquid, because I've already done underneath, and I'm just going to try to do a very thin line, okay, right in the lashes to the inner corner. Now they say hooded eyes can't have cat eyes. You can't, but I do it anyway. Because first of all, I'm bringing it up and I want to make my eyes look happy. And then it's extending it to, I hope, make them look a little larger since they're not too large. Then I take my my crease brush, okay? And today I'm just going to take Stormy. Is it Storm? So darker charcoal. And right next to the lash line, but just straight up. I'm going to do it on the other side, right by the lash line, straight up. And then we take the yummy blending brush that I don't know where I just put it. I put it somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, Sally girl. Well, we'll use this one. I have a couple of them, but anyway, okay. So I'll blend. Always blend in. We don't want Viking helmet here, so I'll blend in towards the nose. Your finger is a good little tool to soften. You don't have to do that many colors. You would do more mascara, but now I want to do foundation. So he talks about texture on texture. If you use a cream to powder foundation or a mineral powder or a powder foundation, you're going to want to use a powder blush, a powder everything. If you're doing liquid, which is what I'm going to do, you want to do everything liquid, even your contour. And I might show that a little bit, but and then I'll be done. Okay. So I take a little bit. This is 200. Oh, I'm almost out. I'm going to get myself some more. Oh. Okay. So you can use a sponge. You want to dampen it a little bit if that's what you're going to use. I am going to use what we call, it's our blending foundation brush. Okay. So it looks really, oh, there you are. I'm sorry. I probably screwed this up. Dense, but it's real soft. You really are to clean that more often than I do. The other thing is I did not put anything underneath my eye. I do recommend an eye cream. I just am wanting to show you something real quick, so I'm not doing that right now, but I should have. Okay, so I'm going to, because I already did foundation up here, right? I just need to do here. So I'm just going to go down, because I have little fuzzy facial hair. And have you guys ever heard of something called the Tinkler? Anyway, if you have, let me know if you use it and why you like it. You see how I can go under my eye nicely with this brush, and then I come down, and if I need to, I can come down onto my neck, because once it dries, it is non-transferable. Okay, there, that's it. Like I said, you could use a sponge. Now, he recommends, if you're going to contour liquid, and now I got to find the one I use. It is, if we're going to contour and not do powder, although you could, where did it go? Okay, maybe I'm not going to do, yes, I am. He recommends use bronze 130. I didn't have that handy, so I'm using bronze 100 or something. But you'll be able to see and it's different than how I usually do contouring and highlighting, but I am going to take that sponge and I'm going to tap it with the fat side and right on the cheekbone, all right? Not way under, but kind of, just a little bit. So I pat it, and you're going to see a little bit of a difference, but not much, okay? If anything, kind of gives you a bronze look, but this is what he recommends. I do a whole different way of contouring and highlighting. If you have not seen that, let me know. And if you want to see it and learn it, let me know and I'll teach you the hard way and the easy way. Okay, got it? That's it. But then I would, and I'm not going to do any further, but then I'm going to do our Silkening setting powder. Oh no, I'll do this right now. My under eye corrector, because I love it. Under eye 16. And a different makeup artist does recommend like using like a flat brush. Like for example, something we used to have, oh no, not that. Okay, well anyway, and a flat brush that kind of wide that you would just blend it out. I'm going to tap it from the inner corner to the outer corner. Okay. Now, what is called under eye corrector because it does help it look less dark. If you have circles, we have other products that actually can help get rid of that, but this just makes a difference, right? Already, yes, yes, yes. And if you don't know about our IPRs, which is our instant puffiness reducer, you need to learn about that. Okay. Then I would do that silky setting powder, and I'm going to do a little blush on top. I'm going to do a little lip liner. And when you learn the whole the new trend on lips is called, what's it called? Anyway, it's dark here, light here as far as the lip liner, and then we fill in with the lip color. Ombre. It's an ombre, but it doesn't have to be obnoxious. Okay, so we will be teaching that another time. If you got questions, let me know. But I could use your help, and we have some big giveaway events coming up too that I'd love to invite you to. So just make a comment, let me know what you think, and how many adventures would you like? Want skincare, color, spa, eyes? It's yours to be have.